everyone, it's me, Carol from Practical Mystic. Happy 2022. I wish love and peace for each and every one of you. So, in this video, what I hope to present is some information on that new universal vibration that the whole world entered in on January 1st, 2022. Gonna convert it to a tarot card, right? And then hopefully I will do an in-depth video of what that symbol, that energy of that number, which we're going to be discussing here in a few minutes, that card, and all of its archetypal influences for the world, the universe in 2022. And then in this video, we are also going to look at how the universal vibration works with you, blends with you, helps you, coordinates, or maybe gives you a few little challenges, a little push to grow in a different direction or make some changes by looking at your personal numbers that happen birthday to birthday. We're going to discuss where there could be some little loopholes, some information for those of us who have birthdays later on in the year. I'll discuss that as well. And then finally, I will go ahead and present to you, if you don't already know, how to go ahead and figure out what your own personal numbers are, your life lesson numbers, and how they relate to the tarot cards. So very quickly, I do want to go ahead and present all that to you. So right now, yes, folks, the universe is vibrating under 2022, and all we do, and what I'm doing right now, folks, is bear with me. I am standing up and looking at my monitor. I want to make sure that you now see these worksheets. Well, this is not really a worksheet. This is just some information that I'm going to be explaining to you step by step today. Okay, we are under the universal number 222. Basically, when you add them up, you get a number 6. Therefore, converting it to a tarot card, the major cards, we are basically under the Lover's Year. And we know that the Lover's Years can be a time of choices, decision-making, unity. We'll discuss that a little bit more, like I said in my other video, but those of you familiar with the tarot know the energy and the interpretations of what the Lover card represents. I will say, though, to understand it fully is to also understand the symbology, the esoteric meaning behind the images on your Lover's cards, whatever deck you are using, and what that means will also help you dig in a little bit deeper to the vibrational energy for all of us to tap into, all of us to utilize in 2022. So here I begin by finding your personal year card. And all we do is we add the month, the date of your birth, to the year 2022, okay? So this is just converting your personal year card for 2022. So let's begin right now by, I'm going to do something off the top of my head. So the month of birth, of course, I'm thinking of 6, so I'm going to say that the month of birth is June. So I'm going to put a number 6 there. So June is the 6th month. And the date of birth, let's continue. Let's give it a good karmic number. Let's give it 16. Okay, so this is for an individual. So let's say that you are an individual. You're born June 16th. And now you're taking the universal year because you're looking for your personal year card, your personal year vibration. Because even if we weren't doing the tarot, this information is good for you if you understand numerology, because you're going to be understanding what vibration you are under birthday to birthday. So what we're going to do now, folks, is just end up adding these up. 6 and 6 is 12, plus 2 is 14. We have 2, another 4 here, 0, 2. Now I'm going to add them across. 2 plus 4 is 6, plus 4 more is 10. Okay, I'm glad I did this because it's also going to show you double numbers. So we have a 10, and I'm going to use that immediately. And of course, the major arcana card is the Wheel of Fortune, right? So I'm going to put Wheel, and I'm just going to put Fortune here so I don't run out of space. But because that is a double digit in numerology, there's having the necessity to break it down to a 1 digit. 10 and 0, of course, is 1. So the individual who comes up in a 10 year is also having that vibration of a 1. In numerology, those books would only talk about the universal personal year from 1 to 9, as well as the 3 master numbers, which 10 is not one of, that I don't want to complicate things here. But the major arcana card for number 1, we know, is the Magician. So here we would write down, and again, just for space sake, I'm just going to write down the Magician. Okay, so what do we have? Let me get the Wheel of Fortune card out here. So what do we have for this individual? We have the universal energy of the Lovers, number 6. And then when we look to find out what their personal year card, starting June 6th of 2022, on the 16th day when their next birthday happens in 2022, and then ending June 16th in 2023. So your personal year card runs into the next year until your next birthday, which is what I have explained here. For the current year 2022, my year number is, and we're going to put number 1 if we're talking about numerology, from birthday to birthday, and corresponds to the major arcana cards. And when you're working with the major arcana cards, of course, you're going to be working with card number 10 and card number 1, the Wheel of Fortune and the Magician. The Universal Year Tarot card, of course, is number 6, the Lovers. And here, if you want this sheet, you're welcome to have it. My personal tarot card number, 10 and 1. And then again, I have it written here. You can log that in, or maybe even put these cards on your altar when you study, because I would also like you all year long, when you do your daily tarot readings or your monthly tarot readings, or if you don't do them but you go to a tarot reader, if these cards come out, the Magician, the Wheel of Fortune, the Lovers, there is additional information. It's telling you almost like, please take note. This vibration is heavy this year. It's an opportunity to grow, evolve, learn, understand, and reap the benefits of that energy in those cards. So folks, this is going to be accessible to you. I'm going to take these and put them aside for now. And then the other cards, or I should say sheets, that I am going to offer to you is something a little bit more in depth. Now, after we're finding our personal energy vibration of 2022, which we did here, I also put down some key words just for the Lover's Year, because think of it as the umbrella. Think of it as that energy that we are all under, along with those particular lessons and gifts that you're having with your personal year, birthday to birthday. So all I did for here is, let's say that you want this sheet because you want to do a significant other, a friend, your children. Well, here you can put the names, and you can also find out what their personal energy of 2022 is, as well as their major card. So this is really handy. You know, put the 3 holes in, put it in the binder for 2022. So what are some of the key words for the lovers this year? Of course, love, adaptation, unification, decisions, and it's a creative energy. Now, those are just key words, but if you focus on them, they open up vistas of different consciousness. Of course, the word love is universal, but how about that word unification? What does that mean to you this year? Okay, now here are some of the challenging aspects of that vibration 6, the lovers. Separation, self-righteousness, extravagance, and then of course, stifling. Love can be stifling, love can be clingy, love can be needy. And so I thought these would be wonderful keywords to jump off on when you are looking to understand that vibration. Okay, now you heard me say earlier that there are also some little glitches in understanding when we go to work with our individual personal year cards. And I did make a little cheat sheet here for everybody. Okay. So in numerology, let me explain this a little deeper. Again, I'm going to double check on my monitor to make sure you can see this. Okay, let's bring it over a little more. I'm going to move these over. I apologize for the delay, folks. Okay, but we want to get this right. All right. So in numerology, when you're learning numerology and you're looking for your new year cycle, it's always, like I said, birthday to birthday, but the universal year 2022 is from January 1st of this year till January 1st, 2023. So there are some exceptions. Those with birthdays from the middle of October to the end of any year. So let's say the middle of October, all of November, and all of December. There is an overlapping of the energy number from previous years. So you're working with the universal vibration until the month of June or July. Okay, so what do I mean by that? So let me give you an example. Let's say your birthday is October and you do the figuring out, and you take 2022, your birthday's in October, and you put your date of birth, and let's say it ends up that you are in a, let's go back to you're in a lover's year. But that's 2022. That's at the end of that year. You entered into the number previously, which is the 5, the Hierophant. Let me see if I can quickly find that. Yep. So you entered in 2021. Let's say that this is 2021 in October or November and December. You can see the latter part of 2021. You just entered that 5, the number before it, so you have that overlap. You're going to have that 6 vibration of 2022, but you also have your life, that number that you had with 2021, influencing, working with right up until about June or July, and then you let go of that 5 energy or whatever number that you come up with, if your birthday is October, November, or December, and then you're fully into the 2022 energy vibration that you have. You're going to start feeling it. Okay, and I explained that in the other video as well when I did the 2021 energy vibration. Okay, now, this is another worksheet that is being offered to you if you're interested. And basically it's my 2022 year card journal worksheet. What I mean by that is we can go a little deeper by understanding in the tarot now. We're going to focus on astrology and the tarot by looking at what our astrological sign is. So let's say you are a Cancer. Well, in the tarot, the major arcana card is the Chariot. Okay? So you could say my sun sign is Cancer. My zodiac tarot card is the Chariot. So my 2022 year tarot card is, okay, we're going back now, folks, to what we figured out here. So my tarot card, if we're looking at June 16th, is 10. So I would put that is what it is, beginning on my birthday. And here I make it very easy and specific that in 2022, beginning on my birthday, this vibration begins on the 6th month, on the 16th day of 2022, and continues until my next birthday of 2023. So what we're doing here, and I gave you some space on this worksheet, is taking all that into consideration. You're now looking at a lot of tarot cards. If your birthday is Cancer, you now have the Chariot, right? To consider with the universal card of the Lovers, and then the cards that we took out indicating your personal year, which is the Wheel of Fortune, as well as the Magician. Those of you doing tarot can understand how we can reflect on this and look at what the lessons are. Very quickly, we might say that the Lovers is telling me to make a decision. And you might say, in what area? Well, right now I am vibrating under a Wheel of Fortune and a Magician. So I need to make a decision on what it is. Maybe the Wheel of Fortune is saying, I want to manifest, I want to bring into the world. And through the Magician, I know that I have to integrate my power, my will, my divine will, be in accordance with the earth, the energy, and work that. So you can see how we can use all of these tarot cards to make a story, to have a script to go by. And that's what I'm hoping you will glean when you do this information for the new year and find out what your vibration is under. All right, and then as I also said, for those of you who haven't found out how to find your personality and soul cards, which are basically in numerology your life lesson numbers or your destiny number, depending on what books you're reading. Here in the tarot, we convert them into a tarot card, and that indicates our personality and also our soul cards. Let's see how we do it. It's very simple. You would take your year of birth. Here I have an example of 1977. You put your month that you were born in March, the 3rd month. the day you were born. You were born on the 12th day. And you're going to do the same thing as we did earlier. You're going to add them up. Okay? Then you're going to add them across. So we have 1 plus 9, 10 plus 9, 19. And plus 2 more, 21. Again, we have a double number. Now, in the tarot, what we find is we now find the personality with the first number and the soul number with the second number. So the personality is number 21, and that is the World card. Okay? When you add 2 and 1 together, that is number 3. That is known as your soul card. So your soul card number 3 is the Empress. So my personality is what I've come in to learn this lifetime. So if it was the World card, then that is my personality. And I have to look at how I interpret the World card. I can look at it as saying that I'm a rolling stone, and I like to keep moving. I like to discover. That I take a lot into consideration before I make a decision. So my personality is one of expansion, one of growing. Sometimes it can become very scattered. Sometimes I can become sidetracked and I don't stay on task. I'm just throwing these things out there for you folks by looking at that World card. It can mean a lot of things, a lot of different things, but it basically is your personality self, how you express yourself in the outer world. Your soul card, which here with our example is the Empress, that is said to be that essence you've carried with you many lifetimes as you perfect your soul. Remember, the personality looks down to the soul to get inspired for a higher consciousness, for the divine self, for the integrated self. So for this individual, the Empress is one of creativity, one of nurturing, one of nature, reproduction, someone who likes to be a mother to everyone, that loves nature, that maybe loves gardening. The soul thrives when it is giving more than it is receiving, when it is maybe out in nature, when it has a newborn child in its arms. The Empress vibration definitely resonates to Mother Nature, to creativity, to life, to give birth to. So that's what I mean by understanding your tarot cards and yourself and the energies they can hold for you, especially when you have this and then you incorporate it with what we've discovered here today, which is finding your personality year card by the year 2022 this year. So folks, I'm going to wrap it up there. If you have any questions, please let me know. Now the sheets that I am offering is this one, and you can call it the Universal Year. I'm offering my Universal 2022 Year Card Journal Workshop, and then a little bit more specific on finding your major arcana card under the 2022 vibration for yourself or others. Thanks everyone for joining me, and again, wishing everyone the best of this new year. Bye for now.